Alrighty, we are live. So, quick rundown of what happened last time. You guys witnessed the first part of the festival. Um, the plan that you had started to draw the guards away from the festival worked, and then the goddess herself showed up, kind of to see what is all this ruckus. Almost as soon as she showed up, there was a loud bang and flash of light and an explosion, and another tiefling who looked very much like the goddess appeared. Was called her sister, was thrown back like 200 feet. Um, and then I keep forgetting if I use feet or meters. Um, but was thrown back a good ways. Uh, Everybody started evacuating in panic, leaving the dock, and you guys went forward, fought the goddess and one of the queens, Queen Delphine, that was on the dock, until the goddess put a stop to it after talking to Philippe, and I know I pronounce that differently every time, um, and basically told you guys to talk it out, and then disappeared. I will make a correction. I realized my mistake today or yesterday. Um, One of the guards that you fought was a dwarf. I was not thinking when I made that. There should not be a dwarf in Hideonju. So that would be that high up as a royal guard. So that was a halfling that you fought, not a dwarf. Okay. Now you guys are being escorted to the palace under the queen's orders and the goddess's orders. And you are, um, yeah, you're just walking to the palace and kind of figuring out what you're doing. So you guys get to the palace. You go in through one of the side doors. Uh, so there's a lot of people by the main entrance. They seem to be mostly nobles, noble families. They're dressed nice in either um, purples or blues, mostly purples. Um, and you are taken around the side. Um, you're not really noticed by the majority of people. You go in through one of the side entrances, and you're in sort of a little waiting room. Now there are five of you and five guards. They kind of motion for you guys to sit down, um, and the halfling peeks his head out of the corridor and then stands back, opens the door, and in walks a very tall, 6'2" about elf. He has skin nearly the color of obsidian. It's not it's a very dark brown, but it almost looks black. His hair is um, looks like magpie or raven's wings. So it's black, but it has like the shimmery like oil spill sort of effect. And his eyes are white. And he kind of just looks at you guys. You see that this is a person who has full armor, and his insignia. He has a lot of different sort of like medals and pins and things, and you see that he is a purple class. And he looks at you, and he kind of looks around, sees actually the six of you, because Philippe. He looks at all of you, kind of zones in on Philippe and Misai, and goes, "The queens have instructed me as to your purpose here. We are not. We will be accommodating of you during your stay. There is other members of your organization that we have talked to, and we will lead you to them. Follow me." And he kind of
Where are we
motions.
going?
your accommodations. As I have said before,
So like
come.
rooms, a waiting area, jail cells.
I think he means they're taking us to our rooms.
I mean, do we really think the Queen's going to play ball?
The queens are busy at the moment, finishing up the festival and dealing with the chaos that has ensued, as you have ruined our most sacred day of the year. There were already festivities planned until well past nightfall, and now it has become chaos. They will be busy for quite some time. They will not be able to see you today, perhaps not tomorrow. But according to the goddess's orders, you will be fed, you'll be well taken care of, you will not be harmed, and you will have a safe place to sleep.
Are we allowed to leave?
No.
Then it's jail.
Follow me. You kind of.
Can I send someone out to pick up something for me? Or request it?
We will provide you with what you need.
I'll accept that for now.
And he gestures for each one of the guards to sort of walk alongside you, and he leads the way. You see that while the waiting area that you were in was rather brightly lit, sort of what you would expect, the rest of the palace is dim light. How many of you have dark vision? I know
I
Itachi
have
does.
dark vision.
I mean, I've got a robot eye, right?
No, you don't. You don't actually. um, so the ones of you that don't have dark vision, the guards that do have dark vision are going to walk next to you. So Ruby, the half elf, walks next to you. There is Misai, who is a fire genasi, so she's kind of placed at the back to sort of provide light for the whole party from behind. And then Kopak, you're placed next to the half orc, and I think the rest of the party can see in the dark. So, you guys are processed down a series of hallways, down a flight of spiral staircases, and to a room below. You see, kind of as you walk through these hallways, this is the servants' quarters. And there's a ton of servants scurrying in and out, a bunch of doors. You're shown to what's basically one big room. It has multiple beds and a bathroom in the corner, but it is one big room. And he says, "These will be your quarters. We do have some of your compatriots, if you would like to speak to them. They have been not as helpful as we would like, and our jailer is getting rather frustrated. If you would like to
Why are
talk
they
to
jailed?
them, if you would like to talk to them, to her specifically, we can provide that. So I imagine that she will be perhaps better off than you. Would you like to? Would you like to sit here?
I
Sure,
want to make
let's
sure
speak
my
with her.
friends are safe.
Okay. I'm gonna say, for the sake of my ease, Najma's gonna stay and rest. Who is going with the captain of the guard? The head of security.
Sounds like Varn wants to go.
Yeah. Idru, what are you doing?
I'm staying close to Kopak and being absolutely quiet.
Okay. Go back. What are you doing?
As long as we're not fighting, I think I'll go with Vernon. Or I don't think I sense a fight happening today or anymore because I'm hurt.
Varan, Misai is going with you. Um,
Okay.
the guard sort of does give you a one look over, and then sort of, because I'm the DM, I could be
Both middle fingers.
he waves he kind of concentrates for a minute, and then sort of pushes out and waves his hands. And you guys are now fully healed and have all of your spell slots back. You're welcome. Again, accommodations, if you would.
Were the prisoners treated to this treatment?
What?
Yes, if the prisoners were treated with this treatment as well.
She was not overly harmed. Come. And he sort of leads you back the way you came, and back down the spiral staircase, all the way to, as you sort of go down, it goes down a lot farther, and there's no other sort of landings. And you get down, and it smells like a basement. It smells like old earth and a little bit of rot and musk and just dirt. It's not a great smell. It also smells sort of the irony, Ivan sort of taste. And I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see what you're walking into. So as you walk in, you guys are met with this. So,
Literal jail cells.
yes. So, you guys come right. Ooh, you guys come right here. There's several. He walks up and kind of opens the gate for you. It says, "She's the only one in there," and kind of gestures you in.
I'll let Varnon go in and I'll just stay at the door so they don't lock him in.
Okay. I mean, he's standing like at the door, like in between, but yeah. Idru, what are you doing?
With Kopak.
Okay. If you will go here. So Misai and Lauren, you guys kind of walk down. You go through. The cells are empty. They're, I mean, this is clearly a prison meant for higher class criminals. It's not a prison that it's sort
Not
of,
dungeon.
yeah, it's not a dungeon. It's rather nice compared to most prisons. Um, and you see in the cell, the far back, is your half orc friend Marguerite. If you remember, she is the
Let her
owner
out.
of the carp. She sees you guys. She's looking a little worse for the wear, but it seems to be more mental than physical. And she kind of just goes, "Oh, it's you. Well, you're here too now. See."
Quick question: can the guard see me
Yes.
like clear as day?
Yes.
If I was
Yes.
to walk around the other side of Kopak, would he be able to see me clear as day, or would Kopak obstruct my view of him or his view of me?
He would partially obstruct, not completely. The guard does have night vision, and it is dimly lit. Varan, you are with Misai, who is living torch, so you're fine. You can see within about 10 feet.
I reach my arms through the bars and offer my hands to fuck, I already forgot her name.
Marguerite.
Margarita. God.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I say, we did it. We did it. They're listening to us.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm
All right.
I'm only in here because I'm Greencast. The rest of them, I don't know. I don't know what happened to them.
I turn to the guard. Where's everybody else?
At that point, the you guys, as soon as she says, I don't know where anybody else is or what happened to anybody else, you hear a sort of hissing, clicking sound. It's like a and Varun, I need you to make a perception check.
Wisdom check?
Perception.
Perception check. Wee. Not D20. There we are. Damn, 17.
17. The sound is coming from above you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look up.
Above you, you see a giant spider with the body of a woman. Marguerite kind of
Body of a what?
body of a woman.
Does it kind of look like Arachne on the roof?
You guys can't actually see this right now because
Well, just for the clarification of your explanation.
I will tell you what it is. It is a drider.
Okay, I'll look that up.
Oh boy.
So you hear that Marguerite has clearly had experiences with this creature. And this creature, you see her kind of looking down at you, Varin. And then all of a sudden she scuttles over to where Kopak and Idru and the guard are, and sort of drops down in front of you guys. You guys can roll a perception check to see if you hear her coming. She's not actively aiming for you, so she's not going to actually hurt you. But
Do I smell her coming? Do spiders smell?
No.
I mean, they have their own scent. Like if they stayed in something too long, they would smell like that.
Well, he gets. I'm gonna say no, because this is the Drider's home. As soon as you walked into her territory, this is what you were smelling.
So yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to tell they're different.
You might notice that the smell gets stronger. But it's not. I can give you advantage.
I rolled a 13 for perception though.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. You
Well, I'm gonna get
definitely,
my
you definitely don't notice, Kopak. You definitely don't notice, her coming until she just drops down in front of you. You hear the sound and you're like, what, huh? Hmm? And then she just drops down in front of you. Idru, you kind of get a brief second of warning and jerk back before she sort of just hops down. And then she kind of peeks her head out and goes, Gaspard, did you bring me new playthings? He goes, they're not exactly playthings, my dear, but they're not to be killed. It is the will of the goddess and the will of the queens. Goddess of light.
completely ignoring
Sea.
Spider Lady. I look at the card and I'm like, where is the red cast?
The what?
The yellow. Where is everybody?
Oh, you're yelling that?
I wouldn't say yelling. I'm directing it at the guard.
The writer just oh, the goddess, and then turns around and basically very rudely sprays a bunch of web at Gaspard's face, closing the door. He said, it was, "Hey, that's not what you're supposed to do." And I need you all to roll initiative.
T. And yes, for future reference, Arachne, the Greek god, is what I was going for as a look. You didn't have to tell me what the creature was, but that is what I was
I was unsure
implying.
exactly what you were imagining because there's many variations of what she looked like.
I don't think person's played Smite, so
Oh.
But, I mean, she's played Smite before, but I mean, even still, the Greek god of being Arachne, she has the lower, from like stomach down is spider, but then from stomach up is human female.
I don't care
asked
about
her
the
if she was
stomach. I want to
queen-like.
know about the boobies.
She does have the boobies.
She got
So
a
it's
fat
queen-like.
ass. Yeah, there you
One way
go.
of putting it.
Some of us here are cultured. Quayleg's sister.
Quilana?
Dead, I love you.
I've played a lot of Dark Souls 1 and 3.
I must say, I played a lot of Dark Souls, period.
I still need to
Believe
get
me,
Elden Ring.
All right.
Elder Ring's so good.
Anybody have 20 or above in initiative?
21. I rolled a natural 20 plus 1 for my
What is your
initiative.
dex?
My dex is +1.
All right. Anyone roll 15 to 20 or 15 to 19?
17. Roll a 15 plus 2.
Okay.
I got a 17 plus 1, so an 18.
Okay. All right.
And push.
First up, because I actually rolled good for once, is the Drider. She's basically going to hiss as she basically sprays the guard with Gaspard with her butt web. I don't listen to that goddess. And she's going to attack you, Idru, because you are the closest to her. Give me a second. She's going to reach over her back, and you see now that she has a sort of weird armor that seems almost to be made out of her webbing, but it shines almost like dark metal. And she reaches back and she grabs a sword and she strikes that with you.
That's her long sword. Ew.
Does 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay. So she's going to sort of miss, and she's going to screech because she's still turning. So she's going to miss, and she's going to it's going to screech by on the metal, and she's going to try to bite at you. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You take 1 piercing damage.
I take what?
1 piercing. And 11 poison damage.
Oh,
and you are now poisoned. At the end of every one of your turns, you will have to do a con save.
I'm just instant poisoned? What the fuck?
Yeah, well, she bit you. She injected you with her poison. So.
Hellish rebuke, please.
Okay, and that puts her at disadvantage?
Let me go here. Hellish rebuke. No, it's it. She'll have to do a 14 dex or take 2d10 fire damage.
Okay. She rolled a nat 20.
Okay, so she takes half damage. So she takes 7 damage total. I rolled 14.
Okay. Seven damage.
Would she take more since she's covered in webs?
She's not covered in webs. She just sprayed webs at the guard's face. Yes, guard's face.
But didn't you say her armor is like a webbing? But almost looks metal.
It's magic.
Ah.
I'll say yeah, I'm 90% sure it's magical armor. Is that
Who's
the end of her
next?
turn?
Okay. What the heck? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm figuring out her HP. Alright.
Jesus.
Alrighty. That is, and then she's going to, yeah, she's gonna stay there for now. Alright. Idru, you are next up.
Awesome. First off, do I? Piss. Well, hail. For my bonus action, I shall cast Hex on her.
Okay.
And give her disadvantage on dexterity checks, I guess.
Okay.
And then I shall cast.
She is going. Oh, go ahead.
I shall cast Witch Bolt.
She's going to use her
At-
reaction to dispel magic.
On the witch bolt or the hex?
Witch bolt.
Okay.
What a fucking cunt.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Uh, nope, that'll be it.
Alrighty. Next up is Kopak. Oh, Idri, you need to make a Constitution save.
Yeah. Natural 20, so
You are cured of poison.
22.
You're fine. All right, Kopak.
Thanks for lowering her dex. I will cast Fairy Fire so that she just catches like the corner of it. And the rest of it's gonna go behind her.
Okay.
Because it's a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
She has to do a 15 dex save with disadvantage.
Why does she have disadvantage?
Because of Idru's hex.
No. Oh, the hex, right. Disadvantage. Got a 17.
Damn it. Okay. And then I will just rocket punch her twice.
So fairy lights is. Why you like this? Why you like this? Do a circle. Why can't I do a circle?
First rocket punch is going to be a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay. Second one. This is going to be a 10. They don't hit.
Nope, does not hit.
That's my turn.
Okay, I'm just doing fairy light. So is our friend Gaspard a little bit in it too?
I guess.
Okay, cool.
Although I don't think he can roll a dex save since he's webbed up currently.
Yeah. Varen, what are you doing? You probably can't take it now. Varen, what you doing? Ruby.
Oh, she's busy. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you not hear me?
Now we do.
I can hear you. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know why you guys couldn't hear me. I wasn't muted. Well, she's busy attacking them. I'm going to. Am I still with the guard? The other guard?
There is no other guard. You're standing next to Misai and in front of the cage that holds Marguerite.
I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Okay. Do you have thieves' tools? I assume you do.
How dare you assume his inventory?
I never took my inventory down. I don't know what else I would have, honestly.
Okay. Write that down. And then
I'll get that to you afterwards.
yeah, give me that dex saving or dex check to see if you
Okay. 10 plus 2.
10 plus 2.
Are you
Oh, my bad. 5.
Okay. The
are you
lock.
proficient with thieves' tools?
Yeah, he gets advantage. But either way, the lock clicks open. The DC was 11. The lock clicks open, and Marguerite doesn't really move. She kind of just it's not safe for me. Okay, I'm not a fighter. Mm, uh, yeah. They're not. Yeah. Uh, it's okay if I stay here for now.
I'm not asking you to fight. We're getting out of here.
Oh, okay. Um. All right. Okay. So the lock is open. She's. What are you doing?
Um, they're by the door, so I guess we're going to look for another way out while they have her distracted.
Okay.
So me, Masai, and Margarita are all looking for a way out.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Wow. Where's my investigation?
With disadvantage because
11.
you can't see very far.
I got an 11.
Yeah, there's.
It's 11.
No, I hear you. I'm just computer. What is happening? There we go. All right, that's open. And the brief area that you can see in, you can only see about 20 feet away. The total is about. Gosh, did I do this last minute? No.
Are
Um,
you sure?
the total is about 40 feet, so you can only see about 20 feet. So you can't see that far. But what you can see is from what you can see, it just looks like more jail cells.
It looks like what?
More jail cells. You can only see about right here and the way that you came. You can't see very far.
Because it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark. You're in a jail. You can't see.
Yeah, no, that's it for me. I'm just trying to find a way out.
Okay.
Because if the 16 doesn't hit, I don't think we're winning this fight.
Misa is going to basically walk a little bit away from you guys towards where you were looking. And she's going to sort of make a fire sort of right in the middle of that room. So you guys can see. So you guys can now see within. I don't know why this isn't working. I'll do this. You guys can see within about this radius now, or actually less than that, or more than that. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties, guys. It's fine. You guys can see about within here. That's what you can see, Ruby. And then she's going to do that. She's going to basically toss that for you guys, and then she's going to turn around. And she's going to move back to. Well, she can't move back very far. She can only move back about right here. and she's going to just stay there, and you see her sort of start to prepare a spell. She's just gonna hold some fire in her hand. She's clearly just waiting for something to happen. All right, next up is the Gaspard needs to make a dex save so he can get free. He gets more tangled in the webs. And he now goes back to restarting his summon. All right. He got a nat one. He's not getting out anytime soon. Next is the Drider. She's going to once again try to hit you with the longsword, Idru. That's a nat 20.
Perfect.
Plus 6. So,
that you accepted payment of classified government technology.
I'll be nice to you. She's only holding it in one hand. You take 5 damage of slashing.
You said 5?
Yes.
Cool.
And then she's going to, and sort of like the backswing of that, she's going to turn to you, Kopak, and try to hit you. Does 23 hit?
Yes.
You take 8 damage of slashing.
4.
Oh wait, Idru, I said I rolled a nat 20 on yours. You get double that damage, so you get 10 damage.
Okie dokie.
And then Kopak, as she swings it, so she does one swing at Idru, she does one swing at you, Kopak, and then she's going to follow it up and try to bite you.
Yum.
So 24 hit.
Yes.
Okay. You take 2 piercing damage.
Well, they're both poisoned.
I'm not poisoned.
Guard, you're not allowed to kill them. Fire
I
them.
can't be poisoned.
Yeah.
5 plus 3. You take 2 piercing and 8 poison damage. And at the end of your turn, you will always need to make a con save until you are cured. Until you are fine.
So I took 5 total because I resist poison.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's going to be her turn.
Cool. I shall hee. I will cast Chill Touch at her.
Okay. Remind me how that works.
I make a spell attack. Yeah, all it is spell attack.
Okay.
19 plus 6 is 25.
That hits.
And that would be 1d. Wait, we're at 5th level. That's 2d8. Yeah. 6 plus 5, 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I shall move like in between her and Kopak and just go to the like southern side of her, not leaving her melee range.
Okay. I'm not understanding where you want to move.
I'm
He
to
wants to
the
move
north
south.
of Kopak, right? I'm the gray
Yes.
dot.
Yes.
Yes, just swing me to like about 6 o'clock. If she's a clock, go to
Got
about
you.
6 o'clock. I don't want to leave her range. I just want to move downwards.
Okay. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Kopak.
Is the jailer on the door, or is he like stuck to a wall?
He is kind of in the middle of the floor. He has a bunch of webbing over his face, and he's trying to get free, but his hands got stuck to the sticky webbing, and so he's like trying to like pull out his hands. And he's just sort of making noises.
I'm gonna yell to him. This should help, but you might hurt a little bit. Sorry. And I'm going to cash from a straight line to him to her. Kasha's toxic brew.
Okay, what's the? Is it a cone?
It's a straight line, 30 feet long, and she has to pass a dex save of 15
All
or be
right.
covered in acid.
Okay, he's not in a straight line from you. You are the green, the dark green dot. He's not in a straight line.
You can go in a straight line and avoid him, is what she's saying.
You are already you're already in a straight line with her. You will not hit Gaspard if you cast that right now.
If I move a little bit closer to Idru, would I be in a straight line?
Are you trying to purposely hit part of him too? Is that what
Yeah,
you're getting
just
at?
to weaken the webbing.
There you
Idru, I will allow you to move a little bit. Come on. Come on.
I am bigger now.
There you go.
Free.
I will allow you to move right here so you can get that line. And go ahead. It's a dex save for them both.
Yeah. Does she still have disadvantage,
Well,
Idru?
Hex is still
Yes.
there.
Ooh.
Hex will stay there for 8 hours or until she decides to attempt to dispel it.
And a 12. What does Gaspard take anything?
He would also take the damage, but it should loosen up the webbings, hopefully.
Okay.
No, sorry, I'll heal that later.
Ah! It gets some of the acid on his hands, but it mostly gets caught in the webbing by the door. All
As
right.
long as it starts to eat some of the webbing.
There you go.
So at the start of each of their turn, they take 2d4 acid damage, and afterwards they can spend an action to wipe the acid off or wash it off.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Now I'm going to punch.
Okay. Your rocket punch.
Rocket punch.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes. I said yes.
Okay. Where's my other d6?
Oh no, you put it.
That's 6 on the first punch of force damage.
Okay.
And on the second punch, that's 8. That's not going to hit.
Okay.
And I think that's my turn.
Okay, I need you to make a con save. For a poison.
Con plus 4. It's going to be a 19.
19, you pass. You are no longer poisoned.
I am a very constitution elephant man.
Yes, you are out of poison. All right, Varen, it's going to be your turn.
Do we see anything around the room lit up by the fire?
You move closer. You don't immediately see anything. No. It's jail cells.
Hmm. I'm gonna go to the wall that the guard is trapped on the other side and see if there's any weak points.
Okay. You would be moving out of the light, and you would be moving past your 35 feet. You can get to the edge of the light about right here. And that's as far as you can
Do I
go.
see anything?
You see jail cells. And you see
Oh.
over in this corner, you see there's a lot of webbing in this area. And if you go past the light, if you go about 10 feet farther, you're going to have to start making dex saving throws.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm just gonna assume there's not a way out of here.
Alrighty, what do you've used up all of your movement.
Are there torches on the wall?
No,
Are there lanterns?
no. There is no lighting other
Or
than the
anything?
magical fire. No. The creature
These
that
people
is
are
Really
basically
put Marguerite in a pitch black jail cell?
the creature that is the jailer here has night vision. Also, most of the jailers have night vision, as most of them are elves.
Jesus.
And Marguerite has night vision because she's a half orc, or dark vision.
Not to mention that dryads are part drow
Well,
and typically
I'm gonna
don't
go
like
back
light.
to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Marguerite and Marcel and let them know that there's not another way out.
You would be sacrificing your action for that movement. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm not actively participating in the fight yet. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. Cool. As
that's okay. The warlock and the artificer will solo this spider.
I mean, plausible.
all right.
It'll just be a pain.
Alrighty, is that the end of your turn, Ruby?
Yes.
All right. Next up is Misai. She is going to. Well, come on. She can only get about right here. And she's going to sacrifice her action to move all the way where she can see you guys. And she's going to be right here for next turn. All right. Let's see if he gets out. He passes. He manages to sort of wipe off the a little bit of acid and the rest of the webbing off of his face. Gaspard does, and sort of and let's see if he gets that dex save. No, he got a 7 for the acid damage, so he takes more acid damage. Please roll for
He
it.
doesn't have to make a dex save. If he got hit by it, it just stays on him until he wipes it off.
Okay.
But
So
he has to use an action to wipe it off.
okay. He uses his action to wipe it off. And then he's
Okay.
going to sort of be like, what? And he's going to, that's going to be the end of his turn. All right. Top of the round. Idru, the Drider is going to she is going to
Leave me the hell alone before I set her ablaze.
She's going to try to bite you.
Of course she is.
18 to hit.
Yes.
That is 4 piercing damage.
How many?
4 piercing and I rolled max damage for both. 4 piercing and 16 poison.
Fucking course.
Hold on, let me read.
I have 1 HP left.
And then while she is biting you, she's gonna reach out her arm that's not holding the sword, and she's gonna cast Hold Person on you. So you're unable to.
Counterspell.
Okay. It's not a saving throw for that, is there?
No, if it's 3rd and below, because I cast it at 3rd level, it's instantly gone.
Okay. What is
Future reference, since counterspell is 3rd level, anything at 3rd or below will just instantly be countered. Anything higher has to have a
That's
roll.
what I thought.
So,
That's what I thought. Okay.
unless
so
I cast it at a higher.
That was a 2nd level spell, so she is now can't move. And that is her turn. Idri, you are up next.
Alright, bitch. I cast invisibility upon myself. And I walk straight south.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to look at
Mhm.
this because I don't know the alphabet. Oh, Hold Person doesn't work on her. It has to work on a humanoid.
You said she's casting hold person on me.
Yeah, so if you counterspell it, it doesn't work on her because she's not a humanoid.
I don't have to. Counterspell doesn't have. I counter the spell, not her.
Right, and it bounces back and does the exact same to her.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
no. It just the spell has no effect. It fizzles the spell out.
Then what's the difference between counterspell and dispel magic?
Counterspell is
Dispel
you attempt
magic.
to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. I start to see her cast this, which you told me was hold person. If the creature is casting the spell at 3rd level or below, the spell fails and has no effect. If it's casting at 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the creature spell fails and has no effect. At higher levels,
I can
you
read.
just move the rollies up.
Dispel
This-
magic gets rid of spells that are already out, like my acid, or like if someone
Yeah.
did cast
Okay.
bonfire.
Got you. Okay, that makes sense.
They're damn near the same thing.
Yes. Okay. So
This
that's
spell's
just
more like
magic.
an afterthought of it actually going through,
Okay.
like a hysteric pattern.
Okay. For future uses, because I'm the DM and I can do this, I'm going to say Dispel Magic can be used as an action or a reaction. It can be used to stop the magic as it's happening or to stop whatever magical effect has already happened. Counterspell can only be used as a reaction, and it bounces back on the caster. That makes sense.
Either way, yeah. Either way, like I would still cast counterspell it. Given that rule,
Right.
it just her hold person would have no effect. It still would not hit me.
I'm going to give you 50-50 chance, even or odds.
Even.
She's frozen for a turn.
Ooh.
She can't move until her next turn.
Cool.
Is she paralyzed or is she stunned?
She's temporarily magically frozen, or I guess paralyzed.
I would say we just need to know it for our personal.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so in that case, if she is magically paralyzed, I'm not gonna cast invisibility, and I'm just gonna walk away from her.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk down towards Miss IE as far as my movement will get me.
Okay. What's your movement speed?
It is 30.
Yeah, you make it.
Yes.
Easily.
Cool. Then I cast Eldritch Blast at her.
Okay.
First one is
Roll with
18.
roll with
What?
advantage because she can't move.
Ooh. Natural 20.
Okay.
For the first one, the second one is advantage. 17 plus something. Eldritch. Where is my attacks, please? Well, as soon as I find fucking Eldritch Blast, I'll tell you what the fuck I have. 17 plus something. I'm gonna guess it's plus 6 because that's my
What is
spell
your
casting.
spell? Yeah, that should be your spell
6.
casting modifier. Okay. What is 17?
So 23.
That hits.
All right,
The nat
cool.
20 roll roll double damage.
Okie dokie. D8. Where is 8? Q. First one is 10. Oh, piss. And then the second one is 2. The first one was rolled 5, so I doubled it to 10.
Perfect.
The next one was literally 2.
Okay.
And
Did
then
she
I
wipe
tell
off the acid on her turn?
No. She
And
got
So
close
then
and she
she
didn't get it
takes.
complete.
and then I will tell Miss Ai, make it as bright as fucking possible. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. She kind
She's
of
also
like
gonna take 4 acid damage.
Okay. I just did the math and then I erased it off my calculator and didn't remember the number.
Perfect.
Yeah, good job, me. All right.
All right.
All right.
You good?
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Kopak, go.
This is gonna hurt her a lot. Like
Good.
a lot.
Good.
Okay, I'm on a shocking grasp.
Okay.
The fuck?
Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Did you roll at advantage because you can't move?
Yep. I got a 19 as my highest.
Piss.
I need to find another D8. Three and 4, so 7 lightning damage.
Okay.
Then I'll start punching.
Anyway, I just had a blasted.
Does a 19 hit?
You met her AC,
Okay.
so half damage. So tell me what you got and I'll have it.
6 force damage on the first punch.
Okay.
And a net 20 on this one.
Okay.
I need more D4s. Ugh, piss damage. 2 1s, 2 3s.
Okay.
4, 8 damage. 8 force damage.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Lauren, you're up next.
Alrighty. Hmm.
What are you going to do?
Oh, hold on. Question. You said if we forgo our movement, we can take another action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll swing at her with my axe as well.
Okay.
First one was a 15, the other one's a net 1. Okay. Yeah, so the 15 plus 4, 19.
Met her AC. Do the damage and I'll have it.
God damn, I'm rolling so low. A
Nice.
4 4 magical damage.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
All right, Byron, what you doing?
So just moving towards the
Oh, I cannot understand what you just said.
You're cutting out a bit.
I'm just trying to move closer towards the group.
Okay. You can move to about here. And she's going to follow you.
Oh yeah, did Miss A say anything when I told her to make it bright as hell in here?
She just sort of nodded at you.
Okay, cool.
Okay. You can make it to about there.
Awesome.
You
I
can
draw my sword.
You can sacrifice your action if you would like to get closer.
I'm going to draw my sword and just remain in a defensive stance in front of them.
Okay, in front of Marguerite. Yeah, no? Okay.
Don't worry, we've got this.
Okay. All right. So, Misai's turn. She is going to cast Daylight.
Perfect.
I can find thing. All right, 60-foot sphere of light. So her previous spell that was over here goes kaput. That's just her natural genasi abilities. Do I get to make stuff up as I go because I'm the DM? Absolutely. Do fire genasi get cool fire powers? Yes. I shouldn't they? She's going to cast Daylight. That's in a 60-foot radius. That is pretty much the entire place is now flooded with daylight. It's basically as big as this entire block. It is now as bright as day. Those of you who have night vision, roll a con save for me.
Constitution. 21.
Okay, you're fine. So, as she suddenly kind of makes everything burst into light, as Misai makes everything burst into light, you can't. The Drider doesn't do anything. Shadow Magic fails this. But you hear behind you, Varn, Marguerite go, "Ah! My eyes!" She is blinded now for a minute. And she's just going to sort of hold daylight. And she's just going to kind of look at you, Idru, and just sort of go, "What now?"
Does the spider get blinded?
The spider automatically fails that, yes.
It also has disadvantage on attack rolls or anything perception based using sight because she's a drider.
All right. Next is Gaspard's turn. He actually did okay with this. And he is going to... He's going to cast Ice Knife at the webbing to sort of try to see like if he can... I mean, that obviously hits. It's not an actual person. I will give it an automatic hit. I forget how much damage that does.
You say dabblage?
Yes, Dablage.
Okay.
Okay. As he sort of starts to chip away with his magic at the living that is on the door to try to get to you guys. That's his turn. All right. Next up is the Drider's turn. She is unfrozen. She is currently blinded. And she's gonna cast Dispel Magic.
She takes 6 acid damage.
Okay. As one of her actions, she is going to wipe off her face because the one she just got blinded to, she still has acid on her. So she's one action she used to dispel magic, one action she used to wipe off her face, so she doesn't take that damage, and she's no longer blinded. The last one she's going to use to lunge at you, Kopak, and hit you with. So now it is dark again because she dispelled the light. And she's going to lunge at you and try to hit you. If you do not have night vision, you need to make a con saving throw. Because it is now dark again. Ooh.
Will it 18 work?
18 works. Varen? Varen, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Ruby.
He's munching.
Monkey.
Ruby, put the food away. It's time to roll.
Boom.
Would you roll for your constitution?
13.
13. You're a little bit startled. And it takes you a moment to sort of get together. You pass, but you lose 10 feet of movement for your next turn.
Oh, I got it's +1.
14? Okay. You pass technically, so you can still see, but your eyesight's a little, what? So
What is with you in my eyes?
I didn't do it the first time, okay? That was all them. All right, she's going to take a longsword attack at you, dead. No, that's not going to hit. I got my curse again. So that was a 2 plus 6. So, yeah, that's an 8. That does not hit you.
Yeah, no.
So she's still a little bit off balance, and she's going to use her last attack to sort of try to hit at you. And she misses.
All right, hold the fuck up. How many actions did you just take?
3. She gets multi-attack.
Yeah, those are attacks. Those aren't actions. So anything action-based.
So she... Okay.
Yeah, she gets 3 attacks. So she can use all on longsword or like substitute one of those for a bite. But that itself, her multi-attack is itself one action.
Yeah, when you take the attack action, you have multi-attacks.
Gotcha.
You're still using one action. You just get those attacks as that one action.
I'm thinking fighter. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, good lord, how many does she have?
Okay, so she does not swing at you. But the other 2 still stand. Because the wiping I will count as a bonus action. So, Idru, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. That's probably gonna do absolutely fuck all. So I shall cast Hunger of Hadar. It is a 20-foot sphere, and I will make sure it pretty much just clips her.
Okay.
And if it has to hit the guard to envelop her, that's fine too.
You can hit me, that's fine.
No, it's not. I promise you.
Oh, it doesn't do acid?
It does a lot.
Oh, that's right, it does do acid.
It does cold and acid on me.
I can take cold, I can't take acid.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I had it clip the guard instead of you.
Trying to figure out, because you still have your fairy lights up, I think. I don't think there is a way for you to get 20 feet. It's 20 feet radius?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot sphere.
Okay, that's half of this prison space.
Please don't.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, Kopak, you are just barely in it.
I can use absorb elements. Don't worry.
Okay.
Alright, you do that. Any
And the guard should be
so she'll
fine
take.
too. He's covered in web.
I
No,
wasn't
he got
worried
the
about
web
the
off
guard.
of him.
I had no worry for that.
Just in time to get acid.
I already acided him.
All right, so she will take 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that, and then at the start of her turn she'll take cold. At the end of her turn she'll take acid if she stays in that. 5.
Okay.
So she takes 7 cold.
Okay.
So I take 7 cold.
And so does
You would
Gaspard.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. and so does-
Everybody in it will take 7 cold. It is also considered rough terrain. So if she tries to get out of it, she's half movement speed.
Okay.
And everybody can hear slurping and soft whisper noises within 30 feet of that sphere.
Okay. Is that
And
your turn?
yeah, and then she will also take, because I'm a big stupid, a d6. She takes 2 necrotic damage from the
Okay.
hex. Because I finally hit her with something. Now that's my turn.
How many necrotic?
So
2.
what?
How many necrotic?
2.
Okay. And everybody else in there does? Or no, that's just her. Just her.
No, the necrotic was just for her because it was on it. It was the hex. If I hit
Gotcha.
her with some kind of damage, I also get hex damage, but I hadn't hit her with nothing until just now.
Gotcha. All right. Kopak, your turn. You take cold damage.
2d6 cold damage. 'Cause that's the start of his turn. 1 plus he takes 6.
6 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step out of there. So that's gonna cost me 10 movement.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ugh.
Come on, DM, get your shit together.
No.
If you can hit the dog shit out of me, you can fucking move a giant elephant.
What?
I said if you can hit the dog shit out of me, you can make an elephant move.
She's also gonna get an opportunity attack because I'm not disengaging.
Yeah. That's right. Because you're within melee range. Thank you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Okay.
pitch black in there, FYI. It's magical darkness.
So she gets disadvantage.
However you want to do it. I would
She got the
just
same
reiterate
roll. She got the same roll.
that. She's an ugly person.
She is going to lunge forward to try to bite you as you leave. So 18 plus 6.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. 4 piercing
2 piercing.
and
Yeah.
14 poison.
7 poison. Okay. Next, I will cast.
And you weren't
Or I'm gonna.
concentrated again.
That's fine. Tasha's, I will drop concentration
On the
since
fairy.
no one is on acid anymore. I will now cast. Frostbite on the spider. She's
Okay.
gotta pass a 15 con save.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. She's gonna take Oh, max damage. 12 cold damage.
Okay.
And her next attack has disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, frostbite.
Bro, I should start using that more. What the hell? I didn't know the disadvantage. Holy.
And am I within 10 feet of her?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, a rocket punch, double punch.
Okay.
First one is going to be a nat 1.
Okay. Roll for damage.
4 force damage.
Okay, you take 4 force damage as your rocket backfires. And
Ouch.
it's something in the internal mechanism sort of trigger and go off. Your next roll is at disadvantage because there's something wrong with your machinery.
Okay, disadvantage. Oh well, I got a 16 and a 19, but it's plus 4. So the lowest is going to be 20.
Yep, that hits.
Ooh, almost max damage. Again, 11 force damage on this one.
Okay.
I
Alrighty.
believe that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Varin, what are you doing? Oh, she's after that last rocket punch, she's looking very mad and very hurt.
Okay, we hit half health. Let's go.
At least.
Or quarter health. I can't tell.
Very hurt. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say at least half.
Varin, what you doing?
Can I sneak attack? Or not sneak attack. I've got something in my eyes, right?
You are about 30 feet away.
I'm pretty sure you're the
And I have
yellow
something in
one.
my eyes.
Yes, you are yellow.
I think she was just basically saying your eyes are having a hard time readjusting from, darkness to bright to darkness.
Yes, so
So
you get 10 fewer feet of movement, and you are about 35 feet away from the Drider. So, by the way, you haven't seen this thing since you basically
saw
you
the
haven't seen this
ceiling.
thing since you saw it on the ceiling.
Oh yeah, and now all you're hearing is like
The shrieks and
like soft and soft whispers. They're very creepy. It's like a horror film mixed with sci-fi.
In that case, can she see me?
no.
No.
Well, you can kind of see each other. There's a lot. Well, you can't see her; it's too far away, and there's no light. She can kind of see you if she was looking your direction because it's bars of a jail cell.
Okay, so that
But
whole
she's
like drop down gray section is like barred cell,
yes,
so you
the
can see
barred
through it.
cell.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
gonna try to sneak up on her.
Okay, you have 20 feet of movement, and she's about 35 feet away.
I know, I'm still gonna enter sneak.
Okay,
Also, if you go in that circle, you're going to take damage.
so I'm gonna put you at this corner for now. Roll a stealth check for me.
That is a 15 plus 5.
Okay, dirty 20. She doesn't see you.
That's all for now, I guess.
Okay. I'll have you kind of hide right behind the corner.
Yeah, my thought process is she's gonna try to get away at the last second.
Okay. Marguerite's gonna kind of hide over here. Next is Misai's turn. Idru, she's gonna turn to you, kind of. I forget if this is a touch one or not, but she's gonna basically cure wounds on you.
Hey, perfect.
It is touch, yes.
Warm touch.
You get 8 damage. 8 points of health.
I'm like, she cure hurts me.
Yes.
Hurting hands.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, it's actually a thing. It's called inflict
Yes.
wounds.
Inflict wounds.
Wounds have already been inflicted. But I turn to her. Well, I glance at her and then give her a back tap, except with my tail.
And then she is going to make a flame blade and just kind of hold it. She's not going.
Quaylen!
And she's going to kind of move forward a little bit to stand next to Kopak. So the light moves with her because she is right now your only source of light. All right. Your guard friend is. What did I have him do?
Going
Oh,
to
yeah.
take 3. He takes 8. He takes 8 cold damage.
8 cold damage. Okay.
Yes.
He is going to teleport next to you, Kopak.
Hello.
And so it'll be, I was trying to get the gate open. But that. Oh, what did you do? What is that spell? And he is going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the Drider.
Oh, my gigas are gonna die.
Okay, she needs to make a wisdom saving throw. That probably passes. Yes, it does. Okay, so now she has Tasha's Hideous Laughter on her. It is not doing anything right this second, but there it is. Okay, now it's time for the Drider. She takes cold damage.
5 plus 11.
What, 11?
Plus Hex.
11 total. 5 plus 6.
Okay, I'm like, plus 11?
Yeah, D6 has an 11 on it. I don't understand.
I was very confused. All right, so as
Also roll your necrotic damage.
okay, as
Yeah.
as you cast this on her, the Hunger of Hadar has tentacles and stuff coming out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So as she starts to sort of at you guys and sort of start to lunge forward for attack, a couple of the tentacles, while she's been standing still, have wrapped around her legs, and she starts to try to fight them off with her longsword, but they grab that too, and she slowly gets. It's very brutal, and she gets pulled apart by the tentacles, and then just dissolves into the rest of the goo, and she's dead.
I get 8. I get 8 hit points for that. Let's go.
So that's gone. But while the guard friend was on the other side he's trying to get the webbing. Well, guess Spider's trying to get the webbing. There is still webbing there. I imagine your hunger of Hadar goes away.
How many? Up to a minute. So I mean, I've had it up for two cycles, so there's like 40 seconds left.
Okay.
I'll turn to the jailer friend, and I'm gonna cast as a second level. What do I have? Cure wounds.
Okay.
Since I see nothing else, yes, I'll go ahead and drop it for your sake, since
Okay.
you erased it.
Oh, I mean, I don't have to erase it. I know where it is. I
Okay.
can put it back.
He's going to get 13 HP back.
13 HP. Perfect. All right. He's going to turn to you guys and say, she has been unpredictable in the past, but she's not always got along with a new goddess, Idriania. She is focused on the old ways of the goddess of Loth, the goddess Loth. So she is not too happy with Idriania, as the rest of us are. I deeply apologize for that. He turns to Marguerite over here, and he kind of goes, "Miss, did she hurt you ever?" She says, "Oh no, I just scared the living daylights out of me. You know, sort of, mess with my mind a little bit, but I'm okay. Just very very creepy. I don't know where I'm going English when she should be Southern. Right, so she's very. I can't do it anymore. But yeah, so she's very creepy. He's like, I apologize for that. Well, that was an unexpected venture. Let's get back to your quarters. I will report this in, if you would. And he kind of holds out his hands for all of you to take, because unless you guys want to try the webbing.
I will put my tail in his hand.
Okay. For fun,
Yeah, I guess I'll go with him.
Idra, I need you to make a dexterity throw just for funsies.
Saving throw?
Yes, dexterity.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you're fine. If you had failed that, I would have had him. You get pulled through the subspace and like get pulled by your tail and land on your face.
Nice try.
He teleports you over. Ooh, that's way too big. He teleports you over here where the hunger of Hadar is not currently happening, and says, "Shall we?" And you guys walk back up the steps, kind of shaken.
Walking back up the steps, I'll snap my finger and Hunger of Hadar will drop behind us.
Okay. You guys walk back up the steps. The Misai kind of lights the way for those of you who don't see in the dark. And he kind of goes over, I'm going to report this. I'm going to make sure, we get another jailer, yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera. He shows you back to your rooms. You do hear it. He does lock it behind you, and you do see that there are guards stationed at the door. But before he leaves, he basically says, dinner will be served in a few hours. Please, if you would, rest and take your time. You guys get a short rest. And your friends that were upstairs in their bunks are like, what happened? You can explain to them as much as possible what you would like. Dinner is served at probably about 7. You do not know the time. There are no windows in this part of the room that you're in. And yes, Rogue, you have checked. There is no exit besides that one door. The pipes are too small for all of you to change into, except maybe the fire genasi, but she's a fire genasi, so she's not going to change into anything where she has to go into water. Because she's a druid. And yes, you are served food, and then you are left to your own devices. If you would like to take a long rest, you may take a long rest.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
exactly what I'm
please.
doing. I sit on the bed and I pass right the fuck out.
All
I
right.
say nothing to no one.
All right. You
I
guys have
also
taken
fixed
a
my
long rest.
arm.
Okay.
Margaret is with us now, right?
Yes.
Good. She shouldn't have been in jail, so that pissed me off. I'm going to say that to the queen.
Which one? Which queen? All right. I'm gonna call that the end of our session for now. We'll meet in 2 weeks. You guys are all level 6.
Hey, let's go. I was
Send
what
just
we're
about
gonna
me,
to
need
ask
more.
that too.
send me once you level up. Just let me know. Like either send me your new and improved character sheet, or just like a picture of it, or just tell me what you changed in writing.
I'll just send you my character sheet for
Um,
ease.
Yeah, same.
I will see you guys on the 30th, barring unforeseen circumstances. And yes, there you go. Alrighty.
Noodles, noodles.
You should let
I
Mac
will let
know
them all
too.
know. Yes, I'm
Okay.
about to put a thing in our Discord that will let everybody know.
Okie
All right.
doke.
And we'll see you guys later.
Okay, we're gonna help Ruby figure out feats so we can get more AC.
All right. Also, wish Drew happy birthday today. Not Ruby, Drew Coker. And Marion and Drew are getting married next week. So
He said he was gonna send out links to the wedding on Aaron's Discord, so I probably will be
perfect.
watching through somewhere.
Okay. Yes, you will see me there. I will. Yes, that'll be
Yes.
interesting. So, I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. And goodbye.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Bye bye.
All right.